Hi, welcome back to Geekszilla. Today we're going to be playing West Exodus again.
So yeah, we're back today with another game of West Exodus. We've gone for a couple of themed posses this time.
Yeah. What I thought a lot of people have been doing is doing posses on their videos. They've been doing like 700 points of Wayward 8 versus Deadly 7 and things like that. So what I thought I'd take a look at is the Gunslinger rules, the Gunslinger League. What that is a way of getting people into the game in shops and stuff. So what it does is it bases off a theme posse box set.
Okay.
So for instance, Confederate Rebellion, Deadly 7. You start with 700 points for your first game, and then you slowly add stuff to your force.
Yep.
So each one goes up a little bit more, so 700. Your second game, which is what we're going to be playing at, is 900 points. At that point, it's your posse set plus a hand unit or a face unit. Mm-hmm. Then the next one would be 1100 points, which then you can add a face, hands, or a support unit to your force. Then it goes up 1300, 1500, and then the last 1500 points is adding in a little bit more. It says strategic units. What we've added in is strategic units at the minute to begin with to balance it out a little bit more. So you're 20 points under me, I believe it is,
Something
roughly.
along those lines, yeah.
So you've got an extra card in your hand.
So I start with 4.
You start with 4, I've got 3. That's only for your first turn. After that, it goes back down to your normal amounts. What we've got, I've added in an extra face to my force, which will be Ben Hamilton. So what I've got to begin with on the Confederate Rebellion, so my leader is Stonewall Jackson. I had 1 K9 attack dog in the 700 point version, a Confederate Terminator, Jefford Williams, and Tobias Franklin. As it's leveled up, I've added a hand to my hand unit, so I've got 2 attack dogs, and then Ben Hamilton's another face that's been added to it. What Gofur started with was Earl Shepherd.
Yep. So I've got Earl Shepherd, Brutus the attack dog, Black Blood, who is tainted, Edina Vanez, Faraday, and Kodiak.
Kodiak was your additional face that you added as you went up to the 900 points.
Yeah, and then obviously I've got the exploding barrel.
Yeah, so that'll be set up. Once we've set our forces up on the table, we'll put those down, and then any trail finders that we have, we can move afterwards.
Kodiak is also tainted, so
anything with a taint. So I've got Stonewall Jackson and my Confederate Terminator. When they die, they come back as a Hex Beast, unless you roll a critical success, which then they come back as themselves. If you get a critical failure, they come back as a Hex Beast controlled by the opposing player.
Okay.
So shenanigans can happen with those guys.
Now,
they're not overly terrifying, but they can be an annoyance.
Okay. I have quite a lot of fortune chips. Each one of my guys has at least 1, and Shepherd has 3. He can use his and anyone, the others can only use theirs and their own.
So he's got largesse, so it's available to everyone in the posse. Everyone else is their own. In comparison, I have 3 on Stonewall Jackson, and Ben Hamilton has 1. So what I've got on mine is probably a lot more firepower. So I've got a couple of guys with Gatling guns. Franklin's got his thermite shredder. So I've got a lot of firepower, whereas you've got a lot more action responsive stuff you've got. So you've got a lot more fortune to boost actions and things. So your strength's probably in the multiple actions, whereas mine is in the multiple shots.
I am absolutely determined that today it is not going to go badly for me.
Hey! If Kodiak gets anywhere near me, it's going to definitely go badly for me, I think.
I'm looking forward to punching some Confederates in the face.
So, one of the restrictions I will have will be my Veteran Instinct ability. I've got 3 on Stonewall, so I can only get off 1 Veteran Instinct unless it's Ben Hamilton who can pull 1 out using his fortune chip as well. So, I might have to consider going on lookout a little bit more. So 900 points, we're playing Stake a Claim. What the objective of that is to be in the opposing player's quarter of the table, and you score 2 victory points for each one you hold without someone in there. So you've got to clear it out and then score victories. So Ghost Force will be trying to get over to my side of the table into one of the 2 quarters, and I'll be trying to get over to the other side, but also trying to remove anyone from those quarters, so it can be a bit of hold and attack sort of thing going on.
So I'm deploying along this edge, Mike's deploying along that edge there. Obviously we're going across the table towards each other, and it's split up into 4 zones.
Yep.
Okay.
Deployment zones don't count, so that's this first 6 inches of the back of the table aren't the areas.
Okay.
So, the other sort of things you're looking for victory points will be coming from the glory on the cards, so we can possibly do stuff like getting to the opposing player's deployment zones, centre of the table, killing units. I think that will be quite an important point of scoring victories on this.
I see that as being the way most of the points are going to come into it.
So as usual, if you table somebody, it's an extra 5 victory points. At the end, depending on what you're holding, you can also score additional victory points if you're holding table zones on the table. So,
and as standard, it's a 5-turn game, yeah?
5-turn game, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll get on with setup. So we'll draw initiative to see who is going to deploy first. Don't be a 5.
Ah, no!
Well, you got a 5. I luckily got a 1. So that's a 2 versus your 5. So at least I don't have to face that going forward. Are you wanting the first turn?
My prediction has gone wrong already. It's going wrong for me.
So are you wanting to deploy first and have the first turn, or give me the first turn and force me to deploy first?
No, I'll let you win the first game and we'll go on to the second. On you go.
Okie doke. So 16. I think I'm going to put down my Confederate Terminate first, and he is going to set up just behind the loo.
Is it 1-1-1-1-1?
Yep, 1 unit, and then your unit. Of course, I can't try and steal the initiative from you if you had gone first, because you've got the 5, so we've determined you having it.
Can I borrow the tape? I need to get one.
It's just behind your elbow.
Oh.
It's alright, he handed out the tape measures and couldn't find it.
6 inches up to...
Yep.
Okay. You wouldn't credit that 5, would you?
Tobias Franklin. Some more firepower over the side of the table for now, and he'll just go up behind this building.
In fact, did that not happen the last time we played?
Quite probable. So bear in mind, Brutus and Shepherd work together.
Okay.
If he gets to use a special attack when he's in 4 inches of Shepherd.
Okay.
I think they both have the rapid special rule, so they both can focus for free. I'm going to go with my attack dogs next. They're going to go over to here. So they're just going to tuck in just behind this building here.
Yeah, they do both have rapid. In which case we'll have Shepherd right there. Okay, Book, let's do this.
So I think next I'm going to put Ben Hamilton up near this house. He has agile, so I believe he can just get up on the building quite easily. Yeah, agile and shrouded, so he is always considered shrouded.
I'll go with... I'm assuming that's a heavy weapon.
Yeah, it's a repeat grenade launcher, so it has rate of fire 2. It is heavy, so she can't move and fire, but once she's in position, she's quite dangerous.
Okie doke.
I'm going to then bring Jefford into this, so I'm going to put him just over to here. So he's got a Gatling gun, which is heavy, so he can't move and fire.
I'll stick Faraday in here somewhere. And pop him there.
So last game I played with Faraday, I upgraded him with his bike. So he had his Gatling guns, which works really funnily when you have the gambler trait, and suddenly you have no limit on a bike with Gatling guns. I think I may have to buy a second box set just so I can actually put him on a bike. And last but not least, I'm going to go with Jackson, who really needs to stay near the dogs to give them the ability to focus their stuff. So I'm going to put him over there.
And I will pop this chap beside
Faraday. Right, and next will be the bombs. Player B, so that will be yourself. So you place yours first. Geek. So let's go for some cover denial. And put it on the far side.
Okay.
So that's everything set up.
Yep.
Trail Finder, if you have anything with Trail Finder, which may be them. Yep, so just my attack dogs, they're going to get a free move of 7. So let's bring them over to some more cover. And just get them tucked in nicely behind the hut. And that's everything done.
Tuneless whistle.
Hey! So my first activation. So first things first, I'm just going to quickly have a look up Agile, because I think it does what I think it does. So first action draw is a 3-point action. So I am going to go with Ben Hamilton, who's going to climb up onto the roof. First move to there, second move, he'll hop over and take cover behind here.
Do you not need to make a roll to do a climb?
He automatically passes it.
Ah, right, okay, cool.
So with Agile, this model passes quick checks for climbing and jumping automatically.
Okay. First things first, I think Kodiak, he's got a quick 6. And I get 3 action points. I will stick with Kodiak. He has a limit of 3. He is going to focus, move, dash.
Okay. You've got a 5. So that is
His
3, 4,
move is-
5, so 11 inches.
And he needs about 10 to get to there. And that's me.
Okay, doke. Another 3 action points. Right, I think for the moment I'm going to go with the Confederate Terminator. He's got a 4-inch move, so it gets him to there. And if he's in range, 15 inches, which he is, he's going to take a shot at Kodiak. So he's aim 5. And at this point, I'm going to focus it.
Okay.
Ooh, no, wait a minute, he's got 3, hasn't he?
Is
Doesn't
he
need
not
to.
heavy, or does he not get that?
He is heavy, he has heavy weapons, but he has unstoppable, which means that he ignores the heavy quality of
Okay.
his weapons. So he's moved for 1, and for his other one, he's going to shoot and focus it from his 3 action points.
Okay.
So his aim 5 becomes aim 7, -1, -2, and then -3 for long range. So his 4's needing 6s. If you have an option here, you can quicken the dead to try and avoid it.
Is that the way this is still working then? Yeah.
Yeah, so quicken the dead, you'll be able to avoid the shot. And if you pass, you become hunkered.
Right, I'll give that a bash.
Yep, so he's quick 6, so he needs a 4. Kodiak.
Passes with a 5.
Yep, so all my shots go straight, and that is my Confederate Terminator done. But you have now quickened the deaded, and you are now hunkered.
Yep. So he cannot quicken the dead again this
No,
turn.
so it's just once per turn.
So again, since the last time we've played this, there's been a few more alterations.
So this is 1.8. Quicken the Dead has changed again, but I think it probably works a lot better now. So the first time you take it, you hunker. If you are already hunkered, you can't use Quicken the Dead, so that means that if you're in a building, you can't Quicken the Dead. And if you decide that you want to hunker for any reason, that takes away the ability to do that as well. But it means you're not disordered, which means that you can still use metal, which is quite good. One of the other changes has been to stun. So even if you pass your saving throw, you still become stunned afterwards, which I think again makes a bit more sense.
Okie doke.
So over to you.
3 points again.
All the threes.
I'm going to go with the chap with the bow. Quick
So Blackwood.
6. Can you get over the fence? Okay.
Yeah, because you measure it versus the base and it's the same height. So yep, just whip straight across that. Just go destroying all the scenery again.
Yep.
It is your thing.
It's the only way I can actually achieve anything. I never manage destruction unless it's breaking the scenery. So that was his move. He has a limit of 3, so he's got to focus shoot at your guy if he can hit him.
Which guy?
15.
At the Terminator?
Oops. Yep, 15 inches.
Yep.
So he can hit. And it's focusing, so his bow is attuned.
Yep, so he gets piercing -2 instead of -1. Your aim is as standard, or is it 7?
Aim is 7, yep.
So that's become 9. So
And rate of attack is 1.
-1 for the fence, and -1 for long range, so it goes straight down to the 7. So you require 3 up to hit.
Misses.
No, 7 needing 3s.
Oh,
That
I
is
thought
a
it was.
hit.
I thought I needed 7.
Look. So that is a -2 piercing. So my Confederate Terminator has the ability of durable. So your -2 becomes a -1. And he has a grit of 7. So he is looking for 6s or 4s. I'm going to re-roll that.
I thought you might.
And pass. Not a great start there.
Okay, that's me.
So
Back
if you
over
wanted to take another shot, you could use his own fortune and 1 from Old Shepherd, and he'll get his back at the end of the round anyway.
No, it's okay.
Okie doke. Don't like the way you're holding on to your fortune. Another 3 action points. Right, I'm going to look at Jefford Williams, who with his juiced Gatling guns, see if he's got range. Nope. So he's got a quick 5, so he is going to focus move of 7. Get up behind here. And then he has a juiced pistol, 10-inch range, so just in range of Black Blood. So with his other action, he is going to shoot. Rate of attack 1. He has an aim of 5. Partial cover from the tree. Tree root. If you, up to you. You're cool.
How many action points has he used so far?
He's used 2 of his 3.
Okay. I think I will quicken the dead this as well.
Okie doke.
He has a quick of 6.
Yep.
4.
Jumps out of the way.
So he is hunkered, if I could get a chip over for that. And you've got 1 action point left.
No, because I focused for that shot.
Ah, right, okay.
Over to you.
Let's see what I get. Another 3 action points. It seems to be quite popular again today. I think I'll go for the dog, Brutus, who has a quick of 6.
And focuses for free.
So he will focus his move and dash.
Okie doke.
He has a limit of 2, so that's all just 1 action, isn't it?
That's 1 action so far, yep.
Yeah.
So another 2 inches.
So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and he's got 1 action point left. Move again.
Can do. No, it would be 2 action points to move again.
Oh yes, so it would.
But he has a fortune chip. So he has a move of 8. Because he focuses for free.
Actually, should I do that? Actually, no, I'm not going to move him anymore. I'm just going to leave him where he is. He will hunker. Oh no, he won't. He'll just stay where he is.
He has got quicker than dead, I think.
Yep.
seem to be gaining all the brown dice up here. What's going on?
Yeah, that's what I've done. I've given you all the brown dice and kept all of
Okay.
those ones myself. So we have different coloured
I
dice.
see. Okay, so I have 1 action point. That's really handy.
Bet you wish you were using Faraday right now.
Yeah, yeah. Or anybody that has the gambler. Well, he's only got 1 action point, so what he's going to do is use his thermite shredder. So he has aim 5. I'm going to use the guts card, which gives him +1 aim. So his aim 5 becomes aim 6. It is cover and long range, so that's -2. So it becomes 4s, so he needs 6s. So Tobias Franklin.
Can you see him?
Yep. Is the base.
Right, okay, cool.
Rate of attack 2. What are you doing?
I think I might quicken the dead again. It seems that it's...
He passes.
Yep.
I'm going to use 2 of stone walls to shoot again.
Right, so I'm hunkered
You're
now,
hunkered
obviously.
now, so that's +1 to your grit.
Yep.
So I am still looking for 4s, so 6s. That's 1 hit and 1 miss. Piercing -3. It has the lethal quality, so any successful saves have to be re-rolled. It is a -3 piercing.
So his grit at the moment is 6 because he's hunkered.
Yep,
So
and he's
he's
behind
down.
cover, so it's 7.
Okay.
He possibly has durable if you check the back of his card.
He does.
So it's a -2 piercing shot. So you are at 7 -2, so 5s.
So I need 5.
5 and re-roll any successes.
Failed. I will spend his fortune chip to re-roll it again.
Yep. And lethal will be knocked out because of that.
Failed.
He is. Does he have metal?
He does have metal.
He is now disordered.
You know what else we don't have?
What's that?
Activation tokens.
They're not far away.
We don't need them for the first turn anyway. I got 4 action points. I am going to go with Shepherd. He is quick as 6 and rapid, so he can focus his movement for 3.
Yep.
I will also dash.
As for the next draw.
So an extra 4, so that gives him
12.
and then he'll take some shooting at you. So he's used 2 of his action points so far.
What's his guns range?
His guns are 10. He probably can't hit you then.
Nope. Out of range.
Okay. So he's used 2 points. He can use 2 again for the second move, which will give him 6 more. And then I will use, what's his limit? His limit's 3, so that's 2 actions so far. I'll get 1 shot.
Yep. So you're gonna
Focus it.
So that's 2 chips. I will at this point quicken the dead.
Okay.
5 required. And passes. So he's hunkered.
And then I get my chips back.
Yes. So I have Stonewall left and the dog, so that is 3 action points. I'm gonna go for, I think, a focus move. Yep. So focus move, and that'll get me up to there. And then I'll be looking at a shot. Yep. On Black Blood.
Okay.
For my final one, gonna focus it using a card. He has a custom pistol. It has ammo clip, so I'm going to select a brutal shot. So I am looking at his aim 5, -1, so aim 4, so he's looking for 6s. He's focused, so that takes it up to 6, so looking for 4s. That's a hit. So a brutal becomes 2 hits, and the unfortunate side for it is it's piercing -4.
Ooh. So that means...
Metal cannot be used.
Yeah, metal can't be used. I am hunkered, so his grit becomes 6.
Yep.
7 because of cover.
Yep.
-4 is 3, so I need
requiring
7s on 2 dice.
2 dice.
Double 3. Actually, I'll use one of his own one and one of Shepard's to let him re-roll them.
Okay.
Come on, ye 7s. That'll be it.
That's a definite
absolutely
no-no.
drastic no. And yet again, my theory at the start of this game has already been proven incorrect twice.
Wow. So that is first blood to Stonewall Jackson. And over to you.
We'll retreat and leave the battle with some dignity and a few guys alive. Let me see what I get. I get 2 points.
So you've got Faraday and Vanez.
I'm going to check my predictions and I'm going to gamble.
Okay.
And I get a 2, so he's stunned.
He just can't believe his mate Black Blood just got eviscerated.
Can he do anything else? Is that him?
No, that's his activation over. Unfortunately, that is the downside to Gambler.
Yeah, on you go.
And 3 action points. So what I have left is the attack dogs. So they are first of all going to move. So they focus. They can move up to there. And funnily enough, for their next action point, they're going to charge and focus it. But what you can do is spend 2 action points to do Veteran Instincts. Now, you'll only have rate of attack 1, but you can probably eviscerate one of the dogs.
Does he have Veteran Instincts?
Yes, it's used off the back of chips. So you spend 2 chips.
So his own one and one of Shepard's?
Which puts him on lookout and then can spend it straight away to attack. So his rate of attack goes to 1. So you may as well just use the juiced axe. 1
attack, piercing -3.
Yep. You didn't want that dice, obviously. Nope. So you are hunkered, so you're at -1 for striking.
Fight skill on him is 6. So -1's 5. 8. That'll be a hit.
That's a hit. So the dogs are durable, so that 3 becomes a 2. So they are only grit 4. So that becomes grit 2. So they need an 8 to save. Couldn't credit that one. Sorry, man.
No, you're not. And Gofur's luck, or lack thereof, continues.
So, the attack dogs with their steel jaws, rate of attack 2, piercing -1, so 4 attacks. They are fight 5, so they are looking for 5s. 1 fail, 3 hits. There's no criticals, so 3 hits coming in. Piercing -1, you are grit
8.
So it becomes grit 7. He hasn't got durable, has he? Don't think
so. No, but he does have hunkered, so...
Yep, so he does get a +1 to his grit.
So it goes to 9. He's quite tough, isn't he?
Yeah, so 8 up to 9, down to 8 again. So anything but
anything but 1s.
Don't say it.
2 saves and 1/1.
So he becomes disordered from metal.
And that their limit, I'm assuming?
Yep, they are limit 2.
Okay.
So your last action.
And I have Edina Vanez. Edina? She gets 3 action points.
So her grenade launcher is heavy, so I believe she can't move and fire.
Yep. And shooting into combat's probably a bad idea.
If you think of shooting at those attack dogs, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You might actually kill.
Yeah, probably would, because he's already disordered, and if it's a template...
He's still a high tough, so he still can, he's not going to take... I think he still only comes down to 7s.
Yeah, but it's a template, is it not? So yeah, she can move 6. So let's not forget there's a stack of dynamite beside that wagon.
It can always be target and shot. You need line of sight on
In
it.
fact, she's going to shoot that.
Yeah, I'll allow that. That's fine. Won't be able to move afterwards.
Yeah,
but,
no, that's fine. So she's just going to shoot at that.
Yep.
And she gets rate of attack is 2. It is.
You focus it takes away indirect.
Okay. Though I might as well, because I've got 3 action points.
That's what's your
Critical.
shoot?
That gives it shred. Shoot skill aim is 7.
7, 8, 9. So yeah, you both hits.
And one of them was a critical anyway, which gives it shred. So.
Okay, so it is grit 6. It wouldn't get any cover anyway because you landed on it. So that's 2 hits. Piercing on that.
Piercing is -2.
So 4s, so requiring 6s on the dynamite. Do that.
Seriously?
So,
she's got 1 action point left and a chip, so can she shoot again?
yep, so can't
Focus
it,
though.
but it's 7.
Well, yeah,
6s.
she can.
Yeah, okay.
So it's the same again?
Yeah. 2 hits.
2 hits.
Oh! And boom! Kind of want to turn the wagon over, but
Yeah, no, I think the wagon should be taken off the table.
nah, just flip it. It's a wreck. Where's that? Oh, there's the other dice. You could go and find your dice you
Okay.
threw away earlier. That could be your lucky dice, you never know.
Can we do the Scooby-Doo ending already? Seriously, why do I play these games?
By the way, you really want to win the next activation. Okay, so that was done.
Yep.
Yep. So
That's
she
all
gets
my guys
everyone's got their chips back, haven't they? I think.
She should.
Has Earl Shepherd got his back at the end, or have you already spent them?
I've just been using them on other stuff.
Okey-doke.
Like
So
dead.
at this point, you can discard anything from your hand you don't want
Yep,
from your adventure cards.
I'm okay.
Then we will draw for initiative.
Twa. Oh no, it's the top number, isn't it? 12.
There goes my 5.
Things are looking up.
So at the moment, I have the initiative. I get 2 more cards to my hand. Are you going to do you stealing? I'm not allowing you.
Oh
Do you have another one?
no.
Phew. Choices. Oh, it's all. I'm going to have to try and take down Kodiak. I think at this point.
That would make sense.
Don't be a 1. 2 action points. Well, that's not quite ideal. So I'm going to focus and strike. So we're looking for 5s. That's 3 hits.
3.
So you are. That's 3 hits. You -1. You are
plus 1
hunkered.
because of hunkered.
So you're still just straight on 8s, aren't you?
Yeah. So I need 2s. I get 3 saves.
Yep, that is everything. I am going to attack again and focus it. So 5s become 7s. I focused that last one. Oh, yeah. So 7's requiring 3s.
That's
4
4
hits.
Anything but 1s again?
Why would you say it?
Because I don't believe in the
Yep, you're fine.
superstitious nonsense.
Maybe you should start.
No.
So that is the attack dogs done.
You know, I think I might go with Kodiak.
Okie doke.
Because otherwise those two guys are just going to shoot at him while he's disordered. Oh no, mind you, he's in combat, isn't he?
He is, but it could be worth it for the minuses.
Yeah.
But yeah, you probably want to try and get to the end of your activation to get rid of disordered.
Yeah.
You don't have a chip to burn it off, so you are fighting with it. So your limit is down by 1.
3 action points.
Limit of 2.
Will the disordered go away after that?
Goes at the end of your
Right,
turn,
okay.
it goes away.
Ooh, his claws.
You can spend an action point to double the piercing, so you could go with the claws and step it up to piercing -4,
Yeah.
which to be honest is probably a good thing.
Uh-huh.
It takes off their
And
durable,
it's rate of attack 3.
Yep.
So.
and they'll need critical successes to stay in the game. Ow.
That will be 1 critical, which is lethal,
Okey-doke.
and fight is 6, so it's 2 hits in total.
Okay, so I need 10s.
Okay,
They're dead.
that's 10.
See what we did there.
Yeah, both of them dead.
That is both of those gone. There is no way I'm using anything to try and reroll that. Not that I have anything to reroll that looking at actually.
Okie doke.
That is the attack dogs down. So if you have anything that's destroy a hand unit in combat, strike action.
Helps if we look at the right side of the cards. I'm fairly sure I do. Which I do.
Yep, that'll do it. So that's 1 victory point to you.
His second action will be... He's going to do his move of 6.
You're insane.
Well, he's a hand-to-hand guy, so...
He's now standing in the open.
And he loses that off him.
Yep.
And he's activated. Okay.
Rightio. My next action. 4 action points. I'm going to go with Franklin,
Okay.
who is going to shoot this guy,
Okay.
who I assume is about to quicken the dead.
I would imagine so, but you've got 4 action points, haven't
Yes, I
you?
do, and a limit of 3.
And I have no chips on him.
No.
Yeah, let's quicken the dead.
So you...
How much were you putting into the first shot? 'Cause,
it's just a normal shot.
well, I won't quicken the dead a normal shot. I'll wait until you dump everything onto it before they do quicken the dead.
Okay, it's a -3 piercing. 2 shots, rate of fire 2.
No, go for it.
Okay, so Franklin is aim 5. No cover between me and you by the looks of it. Look, you're in the open. So requires 5s. 2 hits. One of those has now gained hazardous, and they are both lethal. It's -3 piercing.
I'm going to play a guts card. Unit gains +1 grit. So his grit is 7.
Yep. -3, so grit 4.
So he needs
6s.
6s to survive.
That's a problem.
It's not -4, is it? It's -3.
-3.
So it's not automatically going to kill me.
No, but the... Did you need 6s?
Yes, so the other one.
So that one will.
Uh-huh. Right, okay, there's nothing I can do about it then.
No. The boss is gone.
Okie doke. At least it's going to be a quick game.
So then I will use 2 action points to shoot again and focus it onto Brutus.
Yep.
-1 for cover, -1 for range. So 5s, 6, 7, -2. So 5s. So 5s again. 1 hit.
Is that brutal?
It is just lethal.
Just lethal, so it's if I succeed, I have to
re-roll it. It's a -3 piercing.
I haven't used Quicken the Dead on him this time, but I take it he can't
because he's still hunkered.
He's still hunkered. Yeah.
But he's durable. So that's -1 to the piercing, so that becomes a piercing -2. You're hunkered and in cover, so that's straight grit rolls.
Okay, so it's 5s needing 5s.
5s needing 5s, and yeah, that's.
He can't do any reroll on a 1.
And he's already disordered from metal.
So he's dead.
Yep. This is definitely going a different way than I expected.
Funnily enough, it's going pretty much how I thought it would. Even with my pre-game confidence.
Yes. So that is him done.
I get 2 action points. I'm going to use Vanez. She has a quick of 6, which gets her right in behind that. She has a range of 12.
But heavy.
Can't do anything. She can't move and fire.
No.
She'll just leave it at that.
2 action points. I'm going to do a focus shot from the Confederate Terminator.
Yep.
At, funnily enough, Kodiak.
I will do Quicken the Dead.
Passes. All shots go straight. Back to you.
The only other thing I've got left is Faraday, and he is, who do you want to do for? A stunned.
Stun clears at the beginning of his activation.
So it goes off.
Yep.
And I get 2 action points with him.
Go on, gamble. What's the chances that's
Yeah.
a 2 or a 1? Oh,
It's
it's
the
2.
same again.
Oh, shut up. Ah, dear.
This is not a good selling tool for this posse. Don't worry, you won't use them as badly as I do.
3 action points. William's going to open up with his Gatling guns on Kodiak. He is rate of attack 4. He is aim 5, so requires 5s. This is linked, so any misses can be re-rolled unless they're 1s. 3 hits. 3 hits. Piercing -2.
So his grit is 8.
And you are hunkered.
So it's 9, down by 2 is 7s. So 3s are
absolutely fine.
not a bother.
That was 1, so 2 to fire again. And that'll be his limit. Well, his action point limit anyway. They're all... Nope, that's not a hit.
Is now.
Yep, 4 hits.
Same again, needing
Yep.
3s or higher. All save.
So that's him done. That is him done. Over...
I have nothing.
So it's going to... Oh.
When my guy died, is there not a chance he came back as a hex beast?
Yes, there is. Fair point. Yes, I knew I was going to forget that straight away. Roll a d10. He was behind the tree, wasn't he?
Yes, he was there.
Yep. One day I'll remember about hex beastie stuff. This apparently is not the day. Units with a taint check are referred to as tainted. Should the last model on a tainted unit fail their grit check and be destroyed before you remove the model from play, make a taint check. Taint check D10 plus mind, target 10 or higher. So what's Blackblood's mind?
Blackblood's mind was 4.
4. So roll.
8 plus 4 is 12.
Right, didn't get the roll, but I've got it on camera right there, so that's fine. So 8 for 12, so you pass. Taint check is passed. Model is replaced with a single Hexpiece model. The first time it is activated, the Hexpiece counts as having a reserve action, so it's down, but he'll be able to activate this turn, so you can activate him. There is the stat card just there.
Okay.
He has a limit of 1. So that would have happened at the end of when he got killed. So it'll be available for activating this turn. So yeah, draw a card and he can shamble about.
2 action points.
So focus. No, he can't focus move. Is he? Oh no, he can. He can focus. He is not tasked or anything. So yeah, so you can.
Quick 5, so he can move up to 7.
Yeah, with a focus, or he could dash and just shamble up. The thing with them, if they die, they explode.
I'm going to gamble on the
Go for a
dash.
Okay, so you're going for a dash on the Hex Beast. That's a good choice.
Gets 4, plus he's 5 is 9.
Is he going to be in Stonewall's face? Yes, he is.
Because that's right in the centre of his head, which is there. Oops.
That changes things. Again, can't quicken the dead yet, and I'm going to have to. So, 2 action points for Stonewall. I am going to. I have to risk it. I'm going to hit the beast with my cavalry saber. I am fight 6, so 4 up. Hits. It is a -2 piercing. Your grit is 6. Nope. Kaboom. Volatile. If the model is wounded and removed with a blast, it is automatically centered on the form or position or models under template are hit with a piercing -1. I do believe that's just going to be him, but let's just double check. Yep, so just Stonewall.
So he hits it with his sword, it almost blisters burst, and he gets gunk all over them.
Pretty much. He is grit 7, which becomes grit 6. So we're nearing 4s. Yep, it's fine. He gets his chips back though.
Do you mind grabbing that dice that fell behind you? So
we'll return the dice that you have thrown away. It's almost like you don't like them.
They don't seem to like me.
Makes a change. Dice normally love you and hate me. So I have Hamilton left. 2 action points. He's going to focus and shoot at Venez.
Okay.
If he's got range, which no he doesn't, because the Juice crossbow is 12 inches. He's going to focus move, which will be 7 inches. So he's going to move, drop down, passes his quick check, and then moves to there. And that's him done. That is everybody done on my side. Right, initiative.
4.
3, which is 21. So you've got it. Draw cards back up to your hand size, which is 3 cards. I'm going to try and steal the initiative off you with an interrupt card.
And I'm going to say I'll have it anyway.
Thought you might, but I had to try because Kodiak's in a really horrible position for me. Okay, so you to go.
And I'll be going with the big chargy monster
Kodiak
guy who's going to charge. Well, hang on, I need to see what he gets first.
It'll be enough to charge though, and still get the strike.
Why doesn't he have a chip on? I can't remember.
You haven't re-rolled, so he should, because when he finishes activation of that one, I don't think you re-rolled it. I can't remember you re-rolling it.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's not there, so it's not there.
No, put it on. It's fine.
So he charges.
I would probably charge the other guy.
Yeah.
Well, he's got the -4 piercing gun.
Okay. So how far is charge? He's just
It's
his
just
move.
6.
So yeah, he can get into base contact with him.
So the hunkered goes.
There's an activated chip right beside him, so you're saying he's got the chip?
I reckon so. I
Okay.
don't remember you having to reroll anything because your saves were immense.
Yeah.
So one, you have an action point sitting there to double the piercing of any attacks. Probably recommend that on the rate of 3 attack.
Yeah.
But unless you really want to kill him, which is then the -6. But there's only a single hit. His grit is 7, so he'll be saving on 7s with a -4 piercing.
I think I'm going to go with the claws.
Yep.
And just for the sake of it, just to be on the safe side, I'm using +1 fight.
Okay.
So he has a rate of attack 3 with a fight 7.
Yeah,
It's
they'll all
3
hit.
hits.
What other things do those claws have? Anything?
Lethal on a critical, but they didn't get any criticals.
Right.
So
So -4 piercing, so he is currently grit 3. And I forgot to quicken the dead because I was talking. But
if you want to do a
no,
quick
you
in the
rolled
dead,
you rolled the dice, mate. I'm absolutely fine on that. I should have paid more attention to the saving of my own guy. So 7's required. Going to re-roll one of those.
Yep.
Yes.
All 3 of them saved.
Yep.
That's him.
4 action points. That side of the table at the moment is not an issue yet. So I'm going to go with Ben Hamilton. He is going to focus move, so 7. Over to here. And then he's going to shoot his crossbow at her. So that's 1, 2 to move and focus shoot with a crossbow. Rate of fire 2, 12-inch range.
No honour. Shooting her in the back.
More of a side. Maybe a shoulder.
Well, that's definitely her back facing this way because the way she's twisted.
Hey, she's got a grenade launcher. I don't want to turn around. So aim 5, 6, 7, -1 for cover. So 6s, needing 4s.
Quick in the dead. Oh, for crying out loud.
Yeah, that'll do.
That'll pass.
Yep. Going to put in 2 action points from cards
Okay.
and focus.
Okay. And do it again.
Yep. So that's 2 hits and is -2 piercing. You are hunkered and line cover, so it's straight grit rolls.
So grit 5.
Yep.
Needing 5s. 2 of them.
Yep.
Both save.
That's him done.
Me to go.
Yeah.
2 action points. She's going to shoot back.
Drat.
So focus fire. Rate of attacks is 2. Blast, indirect, heavy, and shred.
So
if you
when
get
you're
critical.
focusing, the indirect goes away, so you are just doing straight shooting, so you will hit me.
Okay.
It won't have to scatter.
Her aim is 7. Ooh, she's
So
good at
when you
shooting.
focus, so it becomes 9. -1 for cover is 8.
Well, if I get criticals, it becomes shred anyway. So you, that's
When
you
it goes
lose
off, when it
the
goes off,
defense.
I get
Aye.
no cover anyway because it will go off on me. Yeah. So when the blast goes off, it goes off sent on him, so there is no
Why
cover.
is he not quick in the deading?
Because I keep talking,
Do you want to?
and I can't. It's a blast weapon.
Oh, you can't quicken the dead in a blast, right?
Because
Well,
you
that
get caught in
was
it.
2 hits.
So you're piercing minus.
-2.
So -2. I get no cover. So 5 becomes 3s. 7's required. Oh, he got his own chip back actually at the end of his activation,
Yep.
so I'll spend that. Nope, so he's disordered.
Metal.
3 action points. I'll move 4 up to here. And then he's going to open up the Gatlings.
Mm-hmm.
Rate of attack 4.
She's already used her quicken the dead, so she can't do that.
Yep. So cover, and it's not long range. So -1. So he is aim 5, which comes out in 4s. So 6 is required. And linked reroll. 4 hits.
Any extra for the critical?
It becomes overcharged, which won't affect you, but is brutal. So that is actually an extra hit. So that's 5 hits.
5.
I forgot it's got brutal.
And my grit is plus anything for cover.
You've got +1 for cover, and you're hunkered, so that's +1, and it's -2 for the gat, so it's straight crit rolls.
Rolls of 5s, needing 5s.
2 1s, that's unfortunate.
Yep. There's nothing that can be done about that.
And that is him done. Gonna have to go with Stonewall.
Wait, is it not my turn?
Yes. Yes, you got Faraday. I forgot about Faraday.
And
He'll only stun himself.
he gets the first
Don't try to do it again.
definitely not in a 3. The first stun was his mate getting killed. The second stun was him turning into a Hex Beast.
Whoa.
3 action points. So his move is 6.
Gold coffee.
Focus move. So he gets 8, which will take him to there. And then he can shoot at him. Can't shoot him. So it'll need to be him.
Okey-doke.
Focus fire. So that uses his chip. His automatic pistols are rate of attack 2, piercing -2.
If you have an extra chip, you can fan them, but then they become minuses to it.
No, that's me. I had 2 action points left to
Okay.
to do this one shot.
So what's his aim?
Focused. His aim is 7.
And you're focusing it.
Uh-huh.
So that's 9, -1 for cover, so 8. Yeah, they both hit. So I've got 1 from cover. So it's -2 piercing.
Yep.
So it becomes -1. His grit is 6, and I've done it again and not quicken the dead. I really have to pay more attention.
I don't know, it's working quite well for you.
So he requires 5s. It's 1 fail. You haven't got anything else, so I'm going to use my metal and become disordered at that point. This is where you pull 2 action points out of your hand, isn't it? And shoot again.
No.
Okay. Right. Who have I got left? He hasn't gone yet, has he? So he's probably going to have to go 3 action points. He's going to return the favour.
So is he not getting rid of his disordered thing?
I haven't. Oh, I could use a chip to get rid of that. No, I don't need the limit, so I've only got 3 action points. So I am going to shoot at Faraday.
Okay.
Are you going to quicken the dead? Why am I telling you?
Because you never remember to yourself.
No.
Yes. 4, and he's quick is 6. So that was what he needed.
Yep, so that is focus shoot, so I need 2 action points, which I can't do from there. So, no, I didn't focus it, it was just a shoot action. Shoot again.
Okay.
Can't re-roll that, so that's 3 hits, which become 4. 1 of those is overcharged, which will affect you. For you are a robot.
Yes.
An automaton even.
Uh-huh.
Overcharged weapon with this gains the disrupt and hazardous quality. Disrupt any machine or construct hit by this weapon gains the stunned and disordered condition, even though it might not be able to do so. So yeah, so there's a lot of stuff coming at you from this.
Okay,
so you are hunkered from your quick and the dead.
My grit is 6, so that's 7. 1 for cover.
Yep.
So that's 8 minus.
-2, so 6. So 4s. I don't believe it, but you are stunned.
Am I not disordered as well?
Yes. At least that's something. And that's all his action points done. He can't shoot again because that's his limit reach, but he does clear the disordered.
And your prediction was correct. He did again become stunned during that turn.
Fair point. So all I've got left now is Stonewall and this guy. So I'm going to go with Franklin, who is, with his 1 action point, going to move 5. Because he's like that. And then Stonewall. I'm going to use my custom pistol in close combat, even though it's -3. I'm going to focus shoot you in close combat.
Woohoo!
I am going to make it brutal.
I might quicken the dead.
Oh yeah. Dodges out of the way. Right. So that was focus shoot. So shoot and focus from that.
Okay.
To do it again. So I am 6 becomes 8 -3 becomes 5. So 5's to hit. Can't do it. You brush the pistol out of the way. But I do get my 3 chips back, and that is him done.
Okay.
End of round. Now
you score victory points.
I do. I get 2 victory points for having you one of your quarters of the table and nobody being in it. And then draw for initiative. So
And initiative, I get a 16.
I've got an 8. That one.
Are you going to try and steal it?
3. I am not, unfortunately, which is a problem for me. Especially when Kodiak's standing staring you down.
This is a bit of a dilemma because I have Faraday and Kodiak left.
Yep.
Faraday's in an extremely dodgy position because he's disordered. So if I go with him, I can get rid of that. But then it means you've got a free attack against Kodiak before they get a chance to use him. And he's the one I've got most chance of doing something with.
The first thing you probably want to do is see how many action points you've got.
4.
Right.
I'm going to go with Kodiak.
Yeah, because if you score this right, you will gain chips from killing things. So if you do get past me, you'll be burning through. And then you might be able to strike, then charge into the next guy and kill him, and then possibly even charge the next guy and kill him.
So, well, he has a limit of 3.
Yep.
So he's going to use his first one to focus an attack.
Yep.
Are
you going to focus it? What's his fight?
His fight's 6.
So it's 4 ups.
Focusing his just axe doesn't double the piercing on that, does it?
No, that's spending an action point. So instead of focusing, you'd spend the action point to double the piercing of the weapon, be it the juiced axe or the claws.
Okay.
Now, if you do the axe and it hits, I'm going to be at grit 1.
Okay.
But bear in mind, if you do that first, I am going to quicken the dead it.
Yes.
So you might want to do a normal rate of attack 3 attack on me. So I'm still going to probably quicken the dead that because it's 3 attacks.
Go 2 action points, focused attack with rate of attack 3.
Right. I'm going to help you here. Don't focus it because I'm going to quicken the dead, so you're going to lose it.
But that's what I would do anyway, so.
Right. So I'm quicken the dead. Quick is 5. I need a 5. He's out of the way.
Right.
Dodges the first one.
I'm going to do the same again.
So now he's hunkered. Are you going to double the piercing on something?
I can't. I only have 2 action points left.
Is his second strike 2 action points? Has he not got the one that gives him a...
Yeah, 1 action and then... what's better, doubling the piercing? Or? Yeah, 1 action with double piercing.
If you can do the rate of attack 3, that's what I'd go
Yeah.
for. Because you're getting 3 minus 4 piercings.
Okay.
Look it up.
That will be 2 hits
2 hits.
at -4.
So I am grit 7, which becomes -4. So grit 3. I'm hunkered. No,
Why are you disordered?
because I put the wrong chip down. That's why.
You can leave the disorder.
That's all right. Well, it's not going to help. I can't actually use metal because you're hitting me with -4. So 7s, needing 3s, needing 4s because of hunkered.
Save them both.
No, it needed 6s. I'm going to re-roll both of those.
So it was 6s you needed, not 4s. Right,
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm dead. I can't do anything about that.
Nope.
So you get a fortune chip for wiping out a unit.
Oh, right. Okay.
I think it's one of his first stat things.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. Okay.
That's over and above his fortune that is normally have.
Yeah, because it says even if they don't have the ability to have.
Do you
fortune
have any
chips.
other action points in your hand?
Right. I've attacked twice, so to attack a third time, because obviously it gets like the second attack for 1.
Yep.
A third attack would be. Well, actually, hasn't done a charge action yet this turn, so that's still a combat action.
Still a combat
so
action, so you still would cost you 2.
it would cost me 2.
Yeah.
Right. Well, plus 2 action points, and I'll charge the other guy as well then.
Okay. And then I shouldn't have a hunkered there because you're not hunkered. I'm going to quicken the dead.
Mm-hmm.
His quick is 5. And gets out of the way. Oh, you should take these off, shouldn't I?
So that's me done.
Yeah.
Markham is activated.
He already is. He's got one behind him,
right,
which was
okay.
stone walls from last time.
Cool.
Right. Confederate Terminator. I am going to move over here to there and open up on Faraday.
Yep.
While I've got him in a position where he's can't dodge.
Can't do anything.
So he is aim 5, -1 for cover, so 4s needing 6s. Can't re-roll that, can re-roll the 3. 3 hits becomes 4 hits. -2 piercing. Do you have durable?
Yes.
So you are on straight grit rolls?
Grit is 6.
No, you're not. You're on grit -1 because you're stunned.
So grit is 5s, needing 5s. And 2 that I can't reroll, so he is dead.
Yeah.
At which point I will have to say, the game is yours, because there is no way I can capture as many victory points as you are now with 1 model left.
No, but if you did happen to table me and were still on the board at the end, you would score 10.
Yes. The chances of that are very slim, I would imagine. You still got several guys to go this turn, so if you want to welly through them.
Yep. We'll go with 1 action point. I'm going to go with Jefford. He has a basic melee weapon or a juice pistol. He's got a juice pistol. He is going to shoot at you, which is aim 5 becomes 3, so I need 8s to hit you with a pistol.
Have I quickened the dead this turn?
No.
Okay.
Not sure you should bother. I need an 8 to hit, and it's only a -2 piercing. And you have you should have 2 chips for rerolls.
Yeah, no, I've only got 1 because he had spent 1, so...
You gained 1 from... You gained yours back at the end of the turn. Yeah, you're right, there isn't anything else that you got to worry about this turn.
So I'm going to quicken the dead at 9.
Yep, so that's out white, so he is done.
And he is hunkered.
Yep. 3 action points. I'm going to go with Ben Hamilton. I'm going to dash. That's 6, that's 3, so he gets a move of 8. Which gets him to there. So that's 2 action points. I'm going to move and focus. Don't think that's going to be enough to get over to the other side of the board though. We'll see when it comes to checking. The person I've got left is Franklin. 3 action points. That clears at the end of the turn. So Franklin is going to move twice, so that's the 3 action points spend to go 10 to here. So get into the scoring point on that side.
That's the end of that turn, and you score.
Score 2 for him.
And 2 for him.
If he's over 18, he is. So he's just inside that table edge.
Yep.
So that is 4.
So you're on 6.
Let's go into that last turn. See what can be done. Roll for initiative.
And getting my cards.
Come after initiative.
Oh, right, okay.
That's something I've been doing wrong before as well. 11.
23.
So it's yours. Then draw to your hand. And is there any shenanigans? Oh, when Ben Hamilton finished, he got his chip back. My 1 chip.
Okay.
Yep, I can't do anything to steal it off you. So you're to go. So you clear the hunker.
2 action points.
I cannot quicken the dead your attack, for I am still hunkered from previous.
Okay.
He is grit 6.
I'll spend the token to give him.
Oh, you're focusing the strike, I take it?
Yeah.
Right, so it's focused and doubling the piercing of the razor claws. I've left that running.
And you can't quicken the dead because you're hunkered.
That is true.
I needed
8s, 2s, so that's 2
twos.
hits.
Yeah.
And piercing
Minus
-4, so
4.
I need 8s. With thingy, so 8s needing 7s. He is dead. I cannot re-roll that because I have no chips. So you gain a chip. And then I assume you're about to, if you've got the points, charge. And you need 2 points. No, you need 1 point.
He will charge. He will focus. And he will boost.
Can I do it once?
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
So it'll focus.
Are you hit me with a juiced axe at -3, or are you hit me with a -2 piercing razor
I'm
claws?
hitting with a 3 -2s. Are you quicken the deading?
He's not a face, so he cannot quicken the dead.
Okay.
1 hit.
1 hit.
Confederate Terminator is grit 7, which becomes grit 5. Is durable, so that becomes grit 6. So 4s. Yeah, it's fine.
Okie dokie.
But he's now locked in combat, which is a problem. Right, so 3 action points. Going to do a move with Tobias Franklin. He's quick 5. And he's going to take a focus shot at Kodiak. It's -4.
Because the guy's in combat with him?
Yeah. One thing I need to check is if I miss or if I critical fail. Unless using a template, shooting action suffer a -4 to aim attribute. If the initial target is engaged, this penalty does not include additional obscure bonuses. The critical failure is rolled when making the shot is instead resolved against the closest model. So,
That's not too bad if it's the enemy model that's closest to you.
yeah.
Which it isn't, but
No. So, aim of 5, focus, aim 7, -4, aim 3, -1 for long range. Heat 8s.
okay.
There's
Well,
2 misses.
You got 8.
That's him done, I can't do anything else.
Okie doke.
Next will be Ben Hamilton. What Ben Hamilton is going to do is he's going to throw a smoke grenade. He's going to throw a smoke grenade there.
Okay.
He has aim 5. I'm going to focus it because it's indirect. So 7s. So I need a 7. That's a hit because I needed 3 up. So now they're in a cloud of horrible smoke. What that does though is disorders you.
Okay.
Smoke grenades are quite nasty. Weapon may be targeted at the ground instead of at an enemy unit. Should the weapon be a successful hit, place a blast template at the point targeted. The template remains in place till the end of the turn. While in play, the template is considered an area terrain. Any model touching the template receives the Shrouded common rule and suffers from the disordered condition. Furthermore, the template counts an XL piece of terrain. So, that's that done.
So both of us are disordered in there then?
Yes. Well, that's to the end of the turn. So my last unit,
Which is the Terminator?
He is going to focus strike with his no combat weapons.
I might quicken the dead this, because I haven't quickened the dead at anything yet.
Nope, you haven't, so you can. So first strike action, you're quickening the dead. So miss on the quick and the dead.
Yep.
So my fight action is 4. You are shrouded. So
is this a second attack?
It's the second attack, so it's 2 action points. Any successes need to be rolled unless it's a crit. That's a hit.
I'm hunkered.
And that's a miss.
So I'm hunkered, my grit goes up to 9.
Yeah, I missed.
I thought
you're
you
fine.
hit.
No, I missed. Oh, I hit, but you're shrouded, so I have to re-roll a successful hit.
Oh, right, okay.
And that's me done. That is the end of that round.
Good game. And as usual, it all went horribly wrong for me.
That was nice and quick.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, other than the fact that this is my arse and I'm holding it in my hands.
I cut down to 3 versus the 1. Kodiak's still on the table, even considering everything that was thrown at him.
He's a monster.
He really is.
Yeah.
When I last used him and threw him in against I think it was Creation 7 or something, and the snake, it didn't go well for him on the follow-up turns, mainly because the snake can do what he can do for doubling up his piercings. I think at the end you score 5 for the ones that you hold. So that would have been another 10, I think. Additionally, at the end of the adventure, each player scores additional 5 victory points for each quarter they have. 1 or more of their units in the quarter of play with no enemy models, so that's another 10.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was good. Yeah, it was good for me. Yeah. So, do you want to come back at some point and we'll play it at the next level, which will be 1100, which means that you'd get another face. No, you don't want to play that again.
No, I never want to play this again. I need to figure out what it is I'm doing wrong. It's playing games, that's what I'm doing wrong. But no, there must be something I'm doing that isn't...
Putting your boss out in the open here was an insane thing to do. Keeping him back here, though he wouldn't have the range for the shooting.
Yeah, the whole point was to get him up the field and get a shot at you. Otherwise, I'm just going to move up and get shot at. So... I don't know. I'll come back to it. I'll definitely come back to it. I enjoy the game. It's good. So...
I can look at taking a different posse and build it up from there.
Doesn't seem to matter. I've used 3 different forces now, and I did win the first one.
Yeah, I mean, you could come back. You could take the Confederate Rebellion. We could look at maybe taking Morgan's posse. So he has Morgan with the gun dogs and the attack dogs, the lawbots and things, and get that ready for the next time.
This is why I want to get Mike into Kings of War, so
you
I've got a
can kick my
chance of
ass.
winning a game of something.
Well, as I said in one of the other videos that we've done recently, you know, pull your finger out and get the other army painted.
Yes. Okay, well, if you enjoyed it, guys, leave a comment below.
If you spot anything that we've done wrong, mention it. There's always things that we miss.
He's not on about.
I need to get tattooed, take quick tests for Quick and the Dead on my hand and stop missing out.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a fair tactic. Get the dice rolled before I get a chance to say I'll do Quick and the Dead. That's a fair tactic. Saw it recently on the Beasts of War videos. It was quite amusing.
We weren't quick enough, so you're dead.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we'll be back soon with some more videos. So I hope you enjoyed. See you soon,
guys. He is going to focus, move, dash.
Okay. That'd be a
It's a
1.
1.
Could always use the dice box in the future.
That would be good, yeah, I'll do that.
Wait there, let me start it up. Because your saves were immense.
Yeah.